What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to check out the history of the Netherlands from tribes to Rome. So I don't think I checked any history of the Netherlands, so this is a first time thing. So stay close, guys. Stay till the end, see what we got. We'll learn a few things together here. So yeah, guys, let's get right onto it and see what we got. Let's get it.
Peoples that now inhabit the Netherlands started to arrive and settle in the area at around 800 BC due to the harshening climate of their Scandinavian homeland, and by 250 BC this migration was already completed.
So this was a long time ago, guys. From tribes to Rome.
As time passed, the Germanic settlers in the north would eventually develop into the early Frisians and Saxons, while the ones in the south would develop into the Franks, who coexisted with the local Celts, more specifically the Belgae, which would eventually become the namesake of Belgium. If you want to learn more about the Belgae in Belgium, please check out the linked video series on this topic.
Alright.
In 58 BC, a Roman proconsul named Julius Caesar decided that it was time to subjugate the Gallic tribes, beginning the Gallic Wars, which lasted up until 50 BC. Eventually, all of the areas south of the Oder Rhine and west of the River Rhine were conquered by the Romans. As the tribes living there had no written language and left no written records, all we know about them comes from the information written by the Romans and Greeks. According to Caesar himself, two major tribes lived in what is now the Netherlands, the Menapi and the Eberones, both in the south, of which Caesar was extremely active. He also established the principle that the Rhine defined a natural boundary between the Gallic and Germanic tribes. However, the Rhine was not a strong border, and he made it clear that by saying in some parts of Gaul, many of the local tribes were of mixed Germanic origin, such as the Eberones mentioned before. The Menapi tribe stretched from the south of Zealand, through North Brabant, and possibly through South Holland, into the southeast of Gelderland, although in later Roman times their territory seemed to have been divided and reduced, becoming mainly concentrated in what is now western Belgium. The Eberones, the largest of the mixed race tribes, covered a large area including lower parts of the modern Dutch province of Limburg, stretching east into the Rhine of Germany, and northwest to the delta, giving them a natural border with the Menapi. Their territory is thought to have stretched partly into Gelderland as well.
Interesting.
Caesar also made remarks about the Rhine delta itself, specifically about the Insula Batavorum, or in English, the island of the Batavi, without really discussing who lived there. The next approximately 450 years of Roman rule profoundly changed the area that would become the Netherlands, since it was often very involved in large-scale conflict with free Germanic peoples on the other side of the Rhine. Starting about 15 BC, the Rhine and the Netherlands were heavily fortified by the Romans, and after a series of military actions, in 12 AD, the Rhine became fixed as the northern frontier of the Roman Empire in the European mainland.
Wow.
Soon a number of towns would arise along this border. The area to the south would be integrated into the Roman Empire, first as the province of Gallia Belgica, and then as part of the province of Germania Inferior. The area north of the Rhine remained outside of the Roman Empire, yet was not completely without Roman presence and control. The local settlements let many tribes that were outside of the Roman Empire be heavily documented by Roman historians like Pliny the Elder, such as the Canaphetes in South Holland, the Frisii, who covered most of the modern-day Netherlands north of the Oder Rhine, the Frisobones, who stretched from the delta into the north of North Brabant, and the Marsaci, who stretched from the Flemish coast into the delta. All of the tribes, especially the Batavians and the Canaphetes, were held in high regard as soldiers throughout the empire, and originally served in the Roman cavalry. Due to this, in the first centuries after Rome's conquest of Gaul, trade and culture flourished, with Roman, Gallic and Germanic culture being combined in this region. However, not everything was as it seemed so peaceful and perfect. The Batavians were not content, and rose up against the Romans in the Batavian Rebellion of 69 AD. Their leader was the Batavian Gaius Julius Civilis, and...
Are you guys following along? Because this is like, mind-blowing. I don't know how to explain this. Like with history, for me, I find it hard to actually understand. So that's why I'm trying to really focus here. Let me know what about you guys? What do you think?
One of the causes for the uprising was that the Romans had been taking young Batavians as slaves. As a
Okay.
result, a number of Roman forts were attacked and burned. Other Roman soldiers, auxiliary troops of the Batavians and the Canafatae, joined the uprising, splitting the northern part of the Roman army. In April 70 AD, a few
Wow.
legions
Look at that scar, man. That is crazy.
sent by the then Emperor Vespasian and commanded by Quintus Petilius
Yeah.
Ceralis eventually defeated the Batavians and negotiated a surrender with Gaius Julius Civilis near Nijmegen. This rebellion of freedom-loving Batavians was later seen by Dutch writers in the 17th and 18th centuries as mirroring the Dutch struggle against the Spanish in the 80 Years' War between 1568 and 1648. This nationalist view saw the Batavians as the true forefathers of the Dutch people, which explains the recurring use of the name over the centuries, like Jakarta originally being named Batavia by the Dutch in 1619, and the fact that the Dutch Republic, created in 1795 on the basis of the French revolutionary principles, was called the Batavian Republic, and that even to this day, Batavian is sometimes a term used to describe Dutch people and Dutch things.
Interesting, really.
Thank you for watching the
Wow, guys, that was a video that was very different to what we usually react to, history. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on this in the comments below. If you've got any other video suggestions, drop them down in the comments below. I'll check it out. And that's it for today, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.